We all know why we're here. So let me ask you a question then. Why the big secret? Truth seekers were really the true leaders. Keep it grooving, the movement like two-seaters. Turn it up, we're knocking through both speakers. It's time we get the truth from the big secret keepers. Hey, truth seekers were really the true leaders. Keep it grooving, the movement like two-seaters. Turn it up, we knocking through both speakers. It's time we get the truth from the big secret keepers. Hey, break it down, now can you peep it? They're deceiving all the people. Let me ask you, what's the secret? Misinformation and lies, a devious disguise. They want the EMF blast until our brains is fried. Oh, point their beams in the sky. Oh, it's a movie now. This world is all CGI, their plot is truly foul. But we're here to rise up and bring the real. Time is now, truth seekers, y'all know how I feel. Truth seekers were really the true leaders. Keep it grooving, the movement like two-seaters. Turn it up, we're knocking through both speakers. It's time we get the truth from the big secret keepers. Hey, truth seekers were really the true leaders. Keep it grooving, the movement like two-seaters. Turn it up, we knocking through both speakers. It's time we get the truth from the big secret keepers. Hey, why the big secret?
Truth seekers, it is Friday, and we are going to have a great conversation. If you don't mind, give me a audio check, please. Those of you who are listening, let me know if you can hear me okay. If you can hear the music okay, it's not too loud, so I can set the settings. So I'll wait for the response because sometimes it's delayed, and then we'll get this show on the road. All right, so anyway, hopefully, like I said, once again, if you hear me okay, that'll be good. Just want to make sure that I've been working on this audio thing, trying to make sure I can get the background music just right so it's not fading and all of that stuff. And yeah, I'm doing it for you. And for me, for both of us. What's going on, DMP? Welcome. Magneticus is in the house. Kahara is in the house. We have Matt in the house. Steph is in the house. Sunshine is in the house. Surreal is in the house. Let's see. Tamara is in the house. James is in the house. Daryl is here with us tonight. Native V is with us tonight. James, EJ, Randomize. And if I missed you, charge it to Jeff is here as well. Christine is here as well. You is here. The Body Electric Supplement is here as well. Damien is here with us as well. Dumb Reedy is here, and I still need to meet with this guy to go to his sports bar, his uncle's sports bar. EJ Taylor's in the house. Marla is in the house. And I could keep going and scrolling, but there's a lot of you in the house today, and so I want to thank you for being here. We're going to have more of an extended. Greg is in the house as well. Welcome to you. Girlfriend of Bay is here as well. DZ Quantum Healing is with us. Victoria is with us as well. And so anyway, we're going to go deeper into some of the conversations that we've been having, especially when it comes down to what's been going on with this UFO phenomenon and everything else. I think it's going to chill just a little bit, and we're going to see what is happening in that case. Hopefully you all have been paying attention to the news, what's have been happening lately. how it has affected people's conversations, how it has affected our government, politicians, military complex, and number one, anybody who says, what's going on in the UFO world? So we're going to talk about all that tonight. All right, so I'm excited. We'll get started. I could do and then we have the greatness of our show producer, business strategist, Lonnie, is in the house. Actually, she's in the navigation booth. I'm just flying the planet, not the planet, but the pilot of the ship, and she navigates and everything else. And so we're just going to get into that. So how about we start to say truth seekers? Shit has been basically some past good weeks, right? It really has. And I'm just like, okay, that's fine. Let me get to my normal opening here and say anything else. You could have been anywhere else tonight, but you chose to be right here, right now. And with that being said, I want to bid you good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be in the 24 time zones that this show airs on YouTube. And like I always say, I like to tell you the backstory. I'm located in the Jumbo State. This is where those UFOs come out to play. It's a Texas thing, y'all. And everything in Texas comes big. And that's the promise to be the boldest, baffling, belligerent YouTube channel in the world, creating captivating conversations that certainly cause controversy. I'm your host, Roderick Martin, and you have arrived to Why the Big Secret. And as I always tell you, your eyes are useless when your mind is blind. It's time to think why. Because they can tell us everything they want to know in the narrative of what's going on these days, but nothing, believe me, is as important as why they're doing what they're doing, and that's what we're going to discover. So, man, I hope you had a great week. That's my intro, and I'm ready to get started. So let me bring the music down a little bit, just a little better. And so hopefully I've been trying to work on the audio a little bit to make sure it's trying to balance out. Man, I spent hours trying to listen to myself, and I should have been calling people up saying, hey, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me, listen to me. And then I listen, I record it, I listen, and I record, I listen, and I record it, and I listen, and I record it. So that's where we are with this. Tonight's show, if you want to sponsor or support the show, then hopefully it's a good day for you to do so, because it'll be a good day to have your contributions and service and help and all that to what we're doing. The Cash App is up there. I don't even have my phone. Yes, I do. And, for those of you who Cash App or whatever, you can definitely do that. And if not, Super Chat, if that's your only way of doing it, and trusted source, you can do that as well. And then we'll put you down at the bottom. It'll scroll and say something to the effect of today's sponsored show is by you. And you got to believe it. We're going to have 1 million subscribers someday. So your name is going to be embedded into not only the future, but the past, and all that comes beyond us that sees these shows a year from now. They're going to know you. And maybe 20 years from now, your children are going to come to Why the Big Secret channel. We'll be a little more gray. We'll have some more, but they're going to say, Daddy, I saw your name or Mom, I saw your name on another video you sponsored. Why the Big Secret? How so cool. Don't you want to be told that? All right. Okay, so let's get with it. All right, so we know that this past week it's just been pretty crazy when it comes down to all of these videos and stuff that's coming out. And as KG says, please do like and subscribe to video. We would appreciate you doing that, and definitely thank you. And if I didn't give a shout out to some of you who have come late, or not late, we're now, we'll get around to it a little later. All right, so, we have been talking about what has been happening and transpiring for the last week, okay? And that was one of those things. Okay, we got our first sponsor today, so let me put it here on where it needs to go. So hang on. We have our first show sponsor, and I want y'all to give a shout out. And let's make sure we do it. Okay, wait a minute. We got a second one, but let me see the Okay, so all right. So we had our first show sponsor, okay, and it was $20, and definitely I appreciate it wholeheartedly. And before I can put the name in here, we got another one that says they claim the spot, and so I will make sure that I give the first person their moment of glory, and we will put it in here as well. So let's go into, let me type it in. Man, we got a great conversation, so I hope y'all ready. We're going to really get into some great talks tonight, and I'm really excited for all the things that we're going to be doing and everything else. And we're going to do some call in tonight too, or call out. So get prepared, whoever, if you got your phones and in a quiet place, not for a quiet storm, but for the conversation. We're going to be doing that. My little keyboard is acting up really quick here. All right, so let's do this. All right, so the first sponsor is going. I got it. I can type it in now. In the meantime, put it in the chat if there's anything you want to cover in particular. We will bring it up, and we would do that. So let me put. Okay, I got it working now. So our first sponsor for the moment was Native V. So y'all give Native V a shout out at $20 sponsoring the show. Okay, so let's give Native V a moment real quick there. Let me show it. All right, so there you go. Make sure you guys, everyone, ladies, everyone, give Native V a shout out real quickly because there is a new sponsor that's higher than that. So we need to give them their kudos. But let's give Native V. Let me see it in the chat. And believe me, we go through these things. For those of you, if you're new here, if you want to ask the question, I get these little emails or comments or why you want to do that, what's with the church and whatever. And I'm obviously some of these people don't have a clue that we are a community, and just like anything else, this is what I do, and I make sure that I have the means to be here all the time, full time, and it does help with my audience, you, my friends, the people I love and love me, and helping and support me as we get to this journey until YouTube says we're going to take care of all that through AdWorld. So, all right. So Native V, y'all did that. Y'all doing that right now. Let's go. Give a shout out, and then let's get this conversation started. And let me put our new sponsor here, and let's make this go down right now. So our new sponsor, let me make sure I type in the name. It's Quintus. Y'all make sure y'all give Quintus Jones. Hopefully that's his username in there. Let me see if he put his username in here in the notes. And maybe it's something totally different here. All right. Well, no, we're going to go with Quintus. And if you have a different username in there, Quintus, let us know. And we can give a shout out to you like we need to, so. All right. All right. So Quintus is our new show sponsor at $100. All right. Y'all give a huge shout out. And Quintus is here. So Summer says $2.22. Thank you for the contributions as well. All right. There's Quintus is right there at Maestro Q. So that's who it is. And I'll update that in just a moment here. And but anyway, so what do y'all think so far that has been happening? And Paul, I meant to call you, and I still am. I'm going to call. If you're up late tonight after the show, then hit me in the True Seekers community and let me know you're going to be up, and I'll hit you after the show. All right, so Quintus, y'all make sure, which is Maestro. Yeah, y'all definitely Maestro Q is in the house. And but we will take any other contributions. So you don't have to, but we will give you a shout out. So don't worry about that. You're going to get your shout out as well. So we'll definitely do that if you're going to support the show. So don't feel that, because he said that he claimed a throne today and that no one else can help us out. So, all right. All right, so I'm ready. I'm just making sure I get my notes together and everything else and get everybody taken care of here. And it takes me a minute to do that. I know, slow. So there we go. All right, Maestro Q. There we go. Hopefully I got everything spelled right. Okay, so here's the deal. Let's do this thing. All right. Andrew says $4.44. We remember that, $4.44. We remember Dr. Shipe. So I'm going to make sure, in fact, that was one of the things that Dr. Shipe was talking about, the $4.44. And let's give him a good shout out right here. Dr. Shipe is with the Custodian Files, okay? Y'all remember, and if you are a person that you want to see some dragons, some real UAPs that are moving faster than the speed of sound, fast things, not like the ones they were shooting down. This dude got the real authentic files. He's got the equipment. He's been recording them down there in California. You got to go check it out. So I want you to go look at that right now. That is the Custodian Files, and that's his website there. And so definitely you want to check that out wholeheartedly when it comes down to what is happening at this point. So Dr. Shipe is a supporter of ours. We want to support him. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. Check him out. Leave some comments. Let him know you come from Why the Big Secret, and we would do that. So we did get another contribution. Daniel said, here's $5. So y'all give Daniel Williams in the chat a shout out for the contributions as well. So what do you guys think that has been evolving right now from what has been going on lately? Okay. So as we know, the message out there is starting to shift a little bit when it comes down to what has been happening all this week, right? It's shifting. The conversation is shifting. And, you know, we said it before that they did everything they could but not use the word UFO. And even I got a couple of video clips that I'm going to show you that we're going to get into that. But now that this is kind of not taking a nosedive, but this is open, this whole event these last few weeks has opened up a whole can of worms. But yet we still got the big secret keepers keeping a big secret. And the question is why? Why are they still lying about this? And even some of the senators that is saying some of the same thing. In fact, Senator Kennedy, if y'all been following his statements, this dude just came out and said, this is just messed up. They're not telling us anything. They could tell us a little more, you know. And what stood out the most is what he said. Now, the president, I don't have a clip for that because that's fine. We don't do a lot of politics, but regardless, no politics really at all. But the president made a statement because he was forced to, that the American people need to hear something, because after all, our fighter pilots are up there shooting down unidentified objects. But what was so trippy about it all was what Senator Kennedy said when he came out the briefing about 2 days ago. And I'm going to play the short clip, and I want you to listen to his words here.
They are lost. They can't find them. The remnants are in very difficult terrain, low temperatures, lots of inclement weather, and they're looking, but they haven't been able to find them, except for these spy balloons.
All right. Did y'all hear that? Now, he is the freaking senator, meaning he can get closer to some of the answers than we can, okay? He can, and how was the volume of that? I turned them down this time, the clips, so the people will get it. So hopefully that sounds okay. I can't fix it tonight's show because they already loaded. But like I said, I'm trying to test all this. So in the future, we're going to have some great, all that stuff is going to be audio on point. Now that I can mark the markers is what I'm doing here. But anyway, did you hear him says, what he said was, not my volume, but the clip volume, okay? That they can't find them. They can't find the remnants. In other words, our government told the senators, the big secret keepers told the senators, they can't find the wreckage, the remnants. What we shot down, we can't find it. Oh yeah, it's in some bad areas. Do y'all understand the what is happening? This is bigger than us, people. And I don't care how much we shout. I don't care if we all get together and do a rain dance. I don't care if we all get together like Malcolm X and them did it back in the day, and you know, all these people, they ain't telling the senators nothing, and they ain't gonna tell us zero. You can best to believe that. We are not going to hear shit. I'm telling you, we're not going to. And much as we want to sit here and say, oh, we can't, they're not telling us nothing, because they telling them, the senators in a briefing, the government, the military, is telling the congressmen and senators that they can't find what they shot down. Y'all hear me? They can't find it. Oh, we shot it in some bad areas. We can't find. That is crazy. Ultimately crazy. They can't find it. I'm gonna play it again real quick because it's just sets up everything else that is happening out here. So I mean, let's do it again.
Are they lost? They are lost. They can't find them. The remnants are in very difficult terrain, low temperatures, lots of inclement weather, and they're looking, but they haven't been able to find them, except for these spy balloons.
You hear what he said? Oh, we can find the spy balloons, but we can't find the stuff that we shot down. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, this is a joke. It is. They think I don't know what they think. They just don't care about us. And I'm telling you now, and I said it 100 times, that, you know, people talking about disclosure and all this coming. I'm like, yeah, right. And I'll be the first one to admit, hear me out, okay? When they first said that we was going to do the 180 days in disclosure, and if you heard me say this before, I was a little nervous about all of that because I was like, man, this is my career. I'm doing this thing. And I'm like, the jig is up. Now, okay, we're going to know everything. That would last about 3 days. And then I was like, the game of disclosure will never go away. Never, ever, ever, ever. They may change the rules, but the game is never going to go away. And the fact that we think, and so when you think the people that control the purses, that signs off on the money that goes into some of these projects, and they're lying to them, and then they know they lying to them, and they still give them the money because it's under national security. So make sure, So as Steph said, make sure y'all like and subscribe. But you're talking about they're not going to tell them nothing. So we're not going to get anything. But I will tell you, this is fun to watch. If you want to get out of the fear zone of, this is all scary, start laughing at what we see. Get humorous about it because this is funny, people. It is really funny. And to see how we get to be in the bleachers and watch the big secret keepers, which is anybody, religious institutions, the government, the congressmen, people, individuals, contractors, who's keeping the secrets from us. We get to go watch them go play tennis match with this thing because they look bad. And the next time we start voting, and remember I told y'all UFO taxes, we want to use UFO taxes as our thing about the money. But if we start telling the people we're voting for that we're not going to vote for you, let you get into the game of the UFO disclosure, we could create more fun and games, people. We could do it. We could get the laughter that we want by implanting and driving people in there looking for answers who's going to get slapped around. They're going to get slapped around. But we can laugh about it, and when they come back in the ring, and sit down, and we're going to put some Vaseline on their faces and send anyway, ass is back out there. So, yeah, that button was off. But the whole point is that's how this thing is going down, okay? And so we do that. So Matt says, this dude is tripping. So, Matt, you have an opportunity to explain to us why they're tripping. Or unless you're talking about me. Come on, man. I thought we cool. So, all right. So, I'm going to play something else for y'all, okay? And this is one of the things that also will get you going. And here's what the senator said. I think this is probably the most prominent statements that you're going to hear out here anytime. And we need to put it on a T-shirt if we can, if it will fit. We need to send him some flowers, maybe give him some contributions. Listen to what he said right now, and it's probably the biggest truth of all truth. Okay, no, I'm not going to even tell y'all. We'll come back to it. Y'all not listening to me. Nobody's listening to me. I'm just talking. And Matt said it's amusing, to say the least. I know, but listen to what else he's getting ready to say, Matt. I'm going to play in just a second. I'll do it now. And listen to what he said. And this right now will tell you the game is on. Okay. Let me play this. And this is for any of you out here who are confused. If you're confused and you're trying to figure out what's going on, that's perfectly okay, because this is going to solidify your answer for you. I'm going to give you some answers today. If you've been trying to figure out what's happening and you're trying to see what the hell they doing, why is this craziness going on, I'm getting ready to answer it, or he's going to answer it for you. But I'm going to play his answer, okay? And like I said, put it all together. What you're about to hear, this one statement, it's going to validate everything. It's going to tell you what's happening. It's going to explain what they're doing. Yeah, I mean, the dude summed it up. And I was like, okay, that's the end of the show. I can just play that little clip, even though I got a lot more for you. And we're done. We're going to be done. We're going to be done. So are y'all ready? Y'all ready for the clip? And if you're confused, you ready for the answers? Anybody confused, put it in the chat. Just let me know if you had a little confusion of what's going on. If you had any type of confusion of what is really happening, put the word confused in here, because I want to get to know you and how you feel about things, because we're in this together. So I just want to make sure that I'm helping the community by what I'm going to show you here in just a second, and that you're going to get an answer and everything else. So let me look in the chat. I don't see anything yet. Okay, we got a couple of confused faces. Summer says, bring on the clip, baby. I'm with you. And one world, I'm late. All right, whoever else, gamer, you cool, you good. Well, if you are late, you need to send $10 to the Cash App for being late. I saw this on a show called Queens, All the Queens Men. Oh, that series is crazy. I skip all the men dancing parts, but I come back to this lady when she's knocking off people. All right, somebody said show the clips. We read it. Okay, so if you have any type of confusion, and I know you might not say, but let's play the clip. And this is the answers. We can spread it. I got it for you. And here go the answers right now. All right, yeah, there's a late fee of $10. Yeah, we want to do that. Let me find the clip. Here you go. It's right here, right now. Go.
The only thing I feel confident saying right now is that if you are confused, you understand the situation perfectly.
Yeah, you hear what he said? We'll play it again.
The only thing I feel confident saying right now is that if you are confused, you understand the situation perfectly.
Did y'all hear that? What do y'all think about that answer? The dude said, if you are confused, and this is a senator, he just came out of the briefing, right? He said, the only thing I can tell y'all, if you are confused, do you understand what's happening perfectly? All right, man, I thought that was just so, the dude needs to be the president. We need to vote for him to be the president. Yes, the best answer I ever heard. You absolutely only one, Mika. I'm telling you, that was the best answer I ever heard. And I'm going to play it again because I'm telling you, I laughed all day. Every time I played it, when I was putting it into the system, and the dude just like, if you are confused. Now, he just came out of the briefing with the Department of Defense that shared to the senators what was going on with these UFOs, and this is his answer.
The only thing I feel confident saying right now is that if you are confused, you understand the situation perfectly.
Woo! Now you're talking some good stuff. We can't make this stuff up, people. We cannot make this stuff up. I'm telling you, we cannot. And we can't make it up. We can't make it up. I'm telling you, we can't make it up. You can't make it up. These are our elected officials. And they're walking out there talking about, if you are confused, the only thing I can tell y'all, and then you understand what's going on. And so what that means is you're not going to get everybody coming out just talking some stuff, right? That dude, man, I'm telling you, had me rolling over. Still do. And I'm telling y'all, that's the deal. Okay, so listen up, though. I'm going to play something for you. This is kind of a break, you know, and I want you to hear what's going on. And then we're going to do this. Let me play this right now so y'all know what's happening and how. And we're going to come back. Edwin talk about, come on, man. He must not have gotten an answer either. That's the point I'm trying to say. He did not. He did not. What he's saying is they're lying to them too. And that's what he's saying. Like, they told him. Remember, I just played it a few seconds ago that he said that, you know, they can't even find what they shot now. So that way they don't tell them or Arrow that it was our own stuff. But we hearing it now. People are coming out to say that it was our own stuff that we shooting down. And why? Who freaking knows? But anyway, I need to play a quick message here, and very important. And let's play it right now.
Hey everybody, it's Billy Carson, also known as Forbidden Knowledge. I want to talk to you about a very special event coming up July 30th, 2023. The Forbidden Conscious Awards, the first annual event of its type. We're going to honor people who have been contributing to the conscious community for decades. People that you know and love that have helped you get to higher levels of thought and consciousness and awareness. And guess what? It's time to give them their flowers while they're still alive. It's going to be a live in-person event, but seats are going to sell out very fast. You want to make sure you're there in person for this amazing level event. It's going to be above the Oscars, above the Grammys. And guess what? You can help vote for the winners. Voting is available on forbiddenknowledge.com. And the categories are going to be social media influencer, podcast/radio host, TV host, actor, director, producer, entrepreneurs, health and wellness, philanthropists, authors, field researchers, archaeologists, space anomaly hunters, and of course, a Lifetime Achievement Award. And you want to be there in person because I'm going to be speaking. That's right, I'll be your keynote speaker that night at the Forbidden Conscious Awards. If you want to come to a mini conference, this is the place to be because I'm going to give you the knowledge that night as well as performances. We have celebrity guests performing. We'll have a halftime show where we're actually going to perform music for you. And don't forget about the pre-event mixer, where if you buy a box seat, you'll be in the VIP section, and you also have private access to a VIP mixer with celebrity guests. Shake hands, break bread, network, and then walk the red carpet with us and take amazing photos. It's going to be a night to remember. You don't want to forget this. And you help vote by going to forbiddenknowledge.com. Go to the Conscious Awards link. You can text in a vote for who you want for any category, as well as if you're out of the country, you can use the web form ballot to still vote for anyone you think is worthy of being honored that night. Make sure you hurry up and get your tickets because they're selling out very fast. I want to see you there. Forbidden Conscious Awards 2023.
Okay, so I hope you guys vote for me. Just go there and put my name, put it under the podcast, okay? There's a podcast, whatever section. I've already been nominated, and they'll start putting some stuff up. But that's how you're going to vote right now. It's almost like you nominating again, but just go in there and then input my information. There is a link that Lonnie just put in the description, and then there's also a link here in the video description for those who's watching later on in this show. It will be a great honor to be, and you can vote for other people too in other situations, but just nominate me in that situation on the podcast, because we're going to be doing some great things, and I'm going to be pushing this. So you're going to hear this for a long time, up until July at least. And I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there, and I would love to. It'll be just a great honor to be supported for you. All right, so let's get back to. All right, I'll drop it in to the Truth Seekers, Jeff, as well. And Living says, I am vote for Roderick. Thank you, voting for me as well. And Matt and everybody say they're going. If you are a business and you want to sponsor the event, I've already got a couple of people sponsoring, and send me an email, and that's at contact@whythebigsecret.com. I will give you the different packages. I am helping build those, and so I definitely would love to talk to you personally. And then once you get this package and all that, I'll put you, just get a thank you from Billy himself to you or whatever, and we would do that. So, but anyway, all right. So Betty says I got her vote. Marla said I got her vote. DMP said you deserve it. I appreciate it. I know we're not as big as some of these other people, so they may flood it. But if we just take this, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, and that's how we would do it as well. Cammy says here's $5. Thank you for the contribution, Cammy, for $5. And like I said, you can still support. Although Maestro says the Game of Thrones, he is now King's Landing here, but there may be somebody who says, hey, you know what? We're going to come in and we'll take the throne from him. Of being tonight's sponsor. And I do want y'all to battle for it. Yes, I do. I'm not causing conflict. I just want y'all to go for it, right? All right, so let's get back on what we was talking about. So I played you the clip where he said, if any one of you, if the confusion is what you get from this, you understand it perfectly. Now, y'all got to remember, this is a senator, as I bag up for a minute. He is on the committee. He is the one that goes in and say, give me the freaking answers. What is going on so I can at least tell the American people. He do understand that some stuff could be considered national security, all right? But at least tell us something. By saying nothing, it just lets us know that we are rendered powerless. And for us to think that we control the purse, and we do, but, we can continue to vote people in office that is going to fit our needs at some point. But anyway, I'm just saying they ain't telling them nothing, okay? And so I'm going to play for you his whole statement, which is about a minute and a half, and then we're going to leave him behind. Somebody tell me, Roderick, I'm not going to lie, that is some pimp talk. I know, man. I'm telling you this stuff. What I'm saying to everybody, this UFO stuff, this UAP stuff, this is the real deal. This is the game of games. This is the Game of Thrones. This is the one. I don't care about all that stuff you hear out there. This is the biggest of all secrets. This is the secret they've been protecting and fighting and going against. And now we got new people coming in and want answers. They're walking in there like I want the truth. And they're like, you can't handle the truth. Yeah, and they ain't telling them nothing. And then, like I say, it's fun. It's fun. So let me play the whole clip, though, so that you can understand what he was saying. And then we're going to move on to a couple of more things because it's going to get fun. We're going to really get deep into this. And we're just giving perspectives, okay? I know you can go. There's places you can go and you're going to listen to my boy Jeremy Corbell. That's one of my favorite guys. He's going to give you some statistics. I'm talking on the ground level as though you and I were sitting here enjoying some hot dogs, or I don't know. We can't eat that. I know that's bad. I know there's some people like hot dogs. Okay, all right. What? Lonnie will say something green, lettuce and tomato wrap, some crap. I don't know. So if we were sitting here eating some lettuce and tomato wrap, if you was at Lonnie's, my producer's house, but you come to my house, we staking it out, baby. We're gonna put some shit on the grill, and you got cows in your backyard, you better put them up because we coming. All right. So anyway, that's how we roll. All right. So I'm gonna play the whole clip for you. And you just kind of, and this is his concern, Senator Kennedy. All right, so let's roll with that right now.
When you say that there's been many,
address the nation.
Well, I think that given where we are and the impression that this is some sort of circumstances that's happened in the last couple of weeks, I think at a minimum our director of national intelligence should go in front of the American people and explain what we know, what we don't know, without divulging any classified information. But it's clear to me this is not a recent phenomenon.
then why do you think the administration waited until now to start bringing this to light?
I don't
if this
know.
has been happening.
I don't know.
Roger Marshall said he feels it's like a fear mongering. It's intentional fear mongering.
I don't know. I just know that going into the last two hearings, I had the impression that this was something that had happened over the last 2 weeks, and that's not accurate. This has been going on a long time.
Do they give an explanation as to why they're shooting them down now? Why
Nope,
they're deciding?
they did not.
Yeah, some are saying that it's a wagging of the dog to improve approval ratings.
I don't care to speculate on that. I just know that we need some more transparency. I understand the need for.
So there you go. This guy is just, y'all hear what he's saying, that he gets it. They're not telling anything. They're hiding everything. So this is, on one hand, we can say this is very serious because they represent the people. They supposed to represent the people. And then we vote the senators and the congressmen there, and they're not telling them nothing, which means we're not getting anything, is what he's saying. So he's coming out and saying, look, y'all, don't fire me. I'm trying, but they ain't saying nothing. But anyway, real quickly, Liz just gave me a reminder. If you're going to go to the Conscious Awards, maybe some kind of way we'll figure it out, and I'll get Lonnie to figure something out. But if anybody from the Why the Big Secret community is going, we want to know. So I can say, let's say it was 30 of us. What's going on, Dr. Karras? And if we all was going, I'll try to see if we can all sit together and say, hey, Billy, can you get a section over here for my group, for the community? And then, of course, hopefully you all are going to, well, I can't say you can wear, I just thought about T-shirts, but I think it's going to be a formal event. So there won't be no Why the Big Secret T-shirts. Maybe we can get some Why the Big Secret lapels or something real cute. I don't know. Lonnie, you the brains of this operation. Pinky and the brains. We'll figure it out. You can figure it out. Anyway, hang on. Let me spice up my water with some flavor here. Yep, that's what I do. So I drink more water. I put a little flavor in this thing. 10 calories, that's all it is. But it definitely, if it was carbonated, it'd be pretty cool. Okay. And I know somebody gonna like, we watching him spike his drink. God darn right. It's Friday. I'm gonna put some water on, baby. All right. So anyway, you get what I'm saying? Yeah, maybe, like y'all said, maybe come up with some ideas how we can represent in a formal environment. And whatever. So we will do that. But if you come to the event, make sure you vote for me. If you got a business and you want your name there, be part of Forbidden Knowledge family. There's packages starting at $2,500 all the way up, and you'll get your seat up front. And then if you get the bigger package, you get your whole balcony. Oh man, I'm talking. This thing is pretty cool. All right, so we had one laugh. We're gonna get some more. All right, so now what do y'all think? What do you think now that you're hearing that the senators themselves are not getting information? And so how on the earth would we think that we are getting information from the press, right? Where do you think the truth is coming from? Okay, you're going to get some, everybody is going to give you their opinion. I give you my opinion. You're going to hear opinions all across the board. But I think unanimously, we've all come down to the point that this is not that. They are UFOs, but not the kind that we would think that they are. And it's kind of funny because I'm not the only one who kind of went down that road, right? And it was just kind of funny. But I'm going to we're going to play another clip for a minute, but and I think it's pretty cool. And check this out. Check what this guy right here says. His opinion, and I think he has a great opinion, and he's well respected. I like him. You might like him. You may not like the fellow that I'm going to bring in here just a second. Not live, but I'm going to play a clip and his opinion, a couple of his thoughts. And I agree with some of this thing because he's a very intelligent individual. And some of the stuff that he says that I'm going to play for you tonight, kind of like, whoa, man, it make you really think about it. But then it's just like make you laugh, too, because you're like, OK, this is what's happening. So I'm going to play that clip in just a second of this gentleman who most of you probably know who it is. But what I want to set up is the whole point and what making all of this a great topic for this last week and a half. Believe me, I've been really motivated coming on here, sharing these topics and want to have conversation because you guys who I talk to, I don't have a lot of people around me, not in this vicinity, but at my inner circles we talk. But not here. Like if I'm sitting here all day at the command center here, then it's just me chilling. And Lonnie and I may be on the phone. We tripping a little bit. Nicole and all those texting, the researchers. But that's about as good as it's going to get, for somebody who want to talk 24/7, 12, 365 plus OT like myself. And so, anyway, let me play the clip. Don't make you wait. I don't want to make you wait. Let me play the clip right now. Let's go with this.
Protect my airspace. Now, do I think these are visiting aliens? It would be odd if they were. Aliens moving across the galaxy and it's dropping some balloons?
Y'all hear that? He's talking about aliens moving across the galaxy and now they're going to drop balloons? I feel the same way. I thought that was funny. Of course, y'all know who that is, Neil deGrasse Tyson, but he's like dropping some balloons. I'm going to play it again.
Protect my airspace. Now, do I think these are visiting aliens? It would be odd if they were. Aliens moving across the galaxy and it's dropping some balloons?
Y'all see what's going on now? Now everybody's coming out the government now. They're coming out the big secret keeper saying, these guys are jokes, okay? And I know they got to be sitting there, on one hand, ticked off because they definitely want to come out and just slap us around, big secret keepers. But to be taking it now, that they're now getting slapped on the face, like everybody's like, this is a huge joke. So I'm saying this to say, because there was a lot of people worked up these last few weeks or this last, 10 days or so. What is going on? What is happening? Is the reckoning is here? Oh my God, we're getting ready to get the invasions and all of this stuff. And I'm like, and don't get me wrong, I was saying I didn't know what was going on, but I didn't take it that far, to say, okay, I was saying we had to figure it out, but I was claiming that it wasn't ours and wasn't that it was coming from within and was not extraterrestrials. We know that, right? And so somebody says getting paid to push the propaganda. They ain't getting paid for that. They're getting like threatened. You gonna say this or you're not gonna say that. That is what is probably happening. And make sure y'all like and share the video afterwards. Make sure you like it. If you're here for the first time, subscribe to the channel. We had our 10,000 celebration probably about a week or so ago, but now we about to hit 11,000. We're only a few hundred away from that. So we only grew 700 people in the last few days. This is amazing. So the channel is growing. All right. So, all right, I'm going to read a couple of chats and then I'm going to play. Let me read some messages here. Once again, let's get a shout out to all who has supported the channel through via Cash App, which y'all now understanding that it's, immediate contact or not so much immediate contact, but it hits immediately versus the super chats and stuff. So appreciate it. Let me read a couple of things here. Someone said congratulations on the 10,000. Yeah, I know, man. That's been a journey. And let's see. Dr. Kara says, I wonder how much, let me put that up here. She says, I wonder how much of this was government watching our reaction. Every bit of it. Every bit of it. Every bit of it. They wanted to see how we were going to respond because, number one, they already knew. Now, the challenge is, back again, there was some reports that came across the internet today, The Wire, that's saying that there are now people are coming out saying it was our own tech, at least those other three. And now they're saying there's so many out there and this is happening. And this is why I told y'all why we shot down the one in Canada, because it was ours. It's no different if your cat or dog went over and knocked over your neighbor's trash can and your neighbor said, your dog knocked over my trash can. You're going to walk over there and clean it up because you're going to say, listen, it's my fault. It's my dog's. We got this. That's what they was doing. That's why we shot it down in Canada. Didn't say we're going to wait. Now, the other part of this is, why do you, I think a missile costs about several hundreds of thousands to $1 million a missile. They really do. Why would we waste a missile to shoot down a balloon? So we're going to put that to the side. We'll come back to that. Maybe some of y'all people out here can answer that question, why we just didn't shoot it down with a 22, some kind of way or something. I don't know. But we have to use a missile to shoot down balloons. And what happens to the missile? Because it shouldn't explode. It should go right through. Now, where is this thing going to end up? Does it crash, self-destruction? I don't know. So All right, we're going to do it. Let's go back into some of the stories. Do you know the cost of these shoot downs cost millions? I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's got to cost us like crazy when it comes down to that. So anyway, once again, I'm trying to put some stuff together here. Hang on 1 second. All right. Let's do the do. All righty. Let's do the do. Let's do this. We're going to go into here. Please let this work the way it needs to work, because it is not happening in my favor today. Just a little part. Okay, that's fine. I think we're getting somewhere. So anyway, let's get back on point here. And again, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. Hit the alert button so that you get notified when I go live and when I upload. And if you are in here tonight and you have not hit your alert buttons, we definitely want you to be doing just that. All right, so now, like I said, we got the big secret keepers playing the game. That is true. They are playing the game. And that is some of the things that we need to really understand. And so anyway, let me do this for Jonathan. Sent $50. I hope you're still in here, and I apologize for not giving you a shout out. I didn't see it into the thing now that I logged in. Jonathan sent a contribution of $50. So y'all give Jonathan, if you're still watching us live, post in the chat if you have a different username so everyone could know who you are, and then we want to give him a shout out as well. Once again, we had contributions from Cammie, gave $5. Danielle $5, Andrew $4.44. Y'all remember that? Cash Summer did $2.22, and then of course we got Quintus is our show sponsor at $100, and we got $20 earlier from Native V. So anyway, yeah, salute Jonathan from there as well. So I appreciate it because again, this is one of the big ways that I receive income as I'm working on some of these show things and everything else. And so this will help, and it definitely will help. So thank you. All right, so let's get back. Come on, come on back in here. No, I don't want you to go anywhere. Come on. Let's get back. Come on. All right, so we're going to play another clip, and then we're going to discuss something else. And let me play it right now, and you just kind of tell me what you guys think about this particular clip here. Let's roll.
Oh, what alien would do that? I don't want to meet those aliens. Give me, I don't want the low-tech aliens.
You hear what he said? He says, I don't want...
Oh, what alien would do that? I don't want to meet those aliens. Give me, I don't want the low-tech aliens.
You get this joke now. This is CNN. This is CNN and Neil deGrasse Tyson having a live conversation, which used to be Fox and Tucker. Only one talked about UFOs and aliens. Now they're having a conversation. Now, if you listen to the tonality of it all, Neil deGrasse Tyson is saying, what aliens? I don't want to meet no cheap alien that is going to come here with all this technology and you're going to float some balloons around. He's like, I don't want to meet no low-tech aliens. But you get the humor. Okay, this is what I want to focus on. This is why I started Why the Big Secret. I used to get a lot of ridicule because this is serious. When I was on Clubhouse, we used to have fun a little bit. And that's why I do what I call infotainment. Because I said it 2 years ago that there got to be the day that we can sit down and laugh about what is happening with these extraterrestrials, aliens, as a conversation. And not everybody's so freaked out. Now, I get it. We got some people that has trauma from experiences. I am not talking about that. That is a whole different ballgame. I'm talking about the collective, that we can sit here. That's what you saw on them right there, and he's laughing. I used to get ridiculed for that on Clubhouse. Like, man, you can't do that. This is too serious. This is what I'm talking about. It's got to be normal. This is why I was doing Project Black, which we're initiating to start the conversations, because you got to get people talking. You got to get people talking, because if you get them talking and being able to sit there and do this.
Oh, What alien would do that? I don't want to meet those aliens. Give me, I don't want the low-tech aliens.
Okay, y'all get what I'm saying? Or y'all following with me when I'm saying this is how we have to do this, right? And so the whole point is, I'm not saying that the facts are not the facts. All I'm saying is, can we drive to the drive-thru with our friends, and all of a sudden, there we go. Matt says, drop the Cash App. It's right there on top of the screen, Matt, right there. Right there. Yeah, so if you want a Cash App, you can do so. But you get what he's saying? He's saying, I don't want to be no low-tech aliens, no ghetto aliens. But you get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that his stance, because we all know Neil, sometimes he will put it out there. You don't believe in all that stuff. But the whole point I'm saying, that's it. Damien says, fools do Cash App. Damien, let me make sure my moderators, what do we say to Damien says, fools do Cash App? Well, Damien, we gotta have to vote. We on the island. Do we vote Damien off the island, or do we keep him on the island? Y'all vote. 1 for him on the island, 2 off the island. Maybe he didn't mean nothing. 3, because he do know that those Cash Apps come here to support me in the show, and you all are not fools for doing Cash App. Unless there's some technical reasons he's getting ready to teach us, then that's one thing. So, Damien. He said, that wasn't for you, Rod. Okay, so no voting. He said it wasn't for me. But is it for the people who sending it, though? Because, come on, we all on the same team, bro. Okay, everybody says keep him. Some say keep him. Okay, Damien, we good. Keep. And that's how we're going to do it, y'all. Our community, when we get some of those, folks in there, he says, I think Damien was saying the fools to send Cash App to you. Oh, he said fool. Oh, like the hip-hop thing, like, oh, well, then we need to give you a little theme music for that. Then we need to be like, Damien says, "Fools, send that Cash App." I don't have a rhyme, but that's how I would say it. All right, Damien, you good? We're good. So he's saying, "Fools," like we homies. Fool, Cash App that dude. That's what he said. Okay, I'm with you. All right, so we're good. See, that's why I want to better understand. I'm not going off and not understanding. We all in here together. Yeah, because you're right. Because if you YouTube it, man, shoot, they take 40% and 40 days without a mule. Some of y'all get that later. All right, so cool. Yeah, Cash App. Y'all heard him. Damien said, hey, man, hit him up. Do what you do. All right, so... So here's the other part about this. I'm going to play another clip that I thought was pretty cool. And let's kind of go with this right here.
No, yes, we don't know what they are. So technically they are UF. The first 3, U, unidentified flying object. The government called them UAPs. That they were just rebranding.
Oh, they were trying to rebrand because it seems silly.
Don't try to fool us.
You see what he said? He said the same thing that I said. That they are UFOs. Because I was getting a lot of people like, Roderick, they're not aliens. And I've always said it, not all UFOs, anything flying around in our sky is a UFO. And anything we don't know what it is flying around is unidentified flying object, and not all UFOs are aliens. It's not. However, in the but, conjunction, junction, what's your function? Well, the conjunction is, but aliens do use UFOs to fly around in. Plain and simple. You get the better of the bread, 50%, baby. So either or. And so what I'm saying is, when we think about what is happening now, and like I said, they don't want to use the term, UFOs, because they don't want to startle people. Because there is a group of people out here that would assume when we use the word UFOs, we're talking about, and that's one of the things that we have to do. So I don't know when we get down to where the public will begin to accept the term as in just kind of whatever. But another part of this, there was a discussion, and I'm not going to really play this part, but Neil deGrasse Tyson and her was talking. He was saying that more people should look up. If more people look up on a daily basis, then we probably would get more people having more sightings. And I've said this in the past on many occasions, because if you think of our peripheral vision as humans, we're the predatory vision that we got is here. We don't have eyes or like an owl or whatever, and we can see around like a chameleon or whatever. So, and we're not all walking around with our heads up in the air all the time. And so, but I would most agree with him if that was happening on a huge time for, people out there looking up all the time, we will get people reporting tons of unidentified flying objects in our skies because that's where they are. And like I said, so think about it. You in your car, you're not going to see that. And it was, you're just not going to see it, right? Because unless it's like this. All right, we just got another contribution, and it's from Michelle Renee. She says, "Keep up the good work, Roderick. Here's $15 for you." Man, this is my job. It is Friday. It's look, I'm not going to use payday, right? It's Friday. I get contributions, and it takes me into the weekend. I'm telling you, I've said this a million times. So if you are giving your time of being here, that is magical, and I want to appreciate and tell you thank you, okay? If you're giving contributions here, I want to tell you I love you and thank you, and I still love everyone else too, right? I love you for being here too. It's just that it also gives me affirmation that I am doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm in the right place at the right time. All right, so anyway, I think at this point we need to, let me look in here a little bit. I see y'all got a conversation going on without me. Let me see what y'all talking about. Courtney, let's see. Country Boy says, "Roderick, it was said that those craft flew over our missile silos and turned the doggone things offline. Then another time turned the launch system on. That ain't no joke there, Vance." Well, I have not heard that, but we did know that happened when Robert Salas was in the Maelstrom Air Force Base, and he was one of the Minutemen because I had him on my show as a guest. And he, told a story of how the orb showed up, turned off the nuclear weapons. Now, one thing's for certain, these things were more internal than anything. And like I said, if it was, I have not heard the story of it all. And so my particular answer with that will probably, I don't know. My particular answer with that would go something like this.
I'm the type of person, if you ask me a question and I don't know the answer, I'm going to tell you that I don't know.
So I don't know I hadn't heard it, being honest with you. I don't know. You heard chatters, but there you go. I don't know the answer. And I can get a little more serious about it and give you this response.
I don't know the answer here, kids. I'm still trying to figure it out myself.
Okay. And that's what the senator said, right? You got to try to figure this stuff out. So those are the things that we will have to do once we get that. So, yeah. And, I think what we need to start really pinpointing right now, all of you, is the fact that this thing is, it's not ending no time soon. Okay. But somebody has decided to stop bringing them out. And then there was a bunch of video clips that the senator played, and I cut it short, where he went in to say that these things have been happening a long time. And he's kind of wondering, why are we now talking about it? Why that they are now bringing it forward to bringing it into the limelight, that this technology or stuff like that. So I don't really know why, and that's something that we all got to focus on. Now we're part of what, and saying that this is not alien oriented as much. And it doesn't mean that a technologist turning off a signal is not possible. And so that's cool. That's understandable. But what really bring it home for any of you to know that the technology that these extraterrestrials have will not go down to a point where they're going to be sitting ducks and we got a missile, like I said before, that's going to be shot at them and it's going to, bring them down completely. So let me play a clip and let's go with this one.
Fine. Protect my airspace. Now, do I think these are visiting aliens? It would be odd if they were. Aliens moving across the galaxy and it's dropping some balloons? Oh, what alien would do that? I don't want to meet those aliens. Give me, I don't want the low-tech aliens.
Well, it's high tech to think that you could come in and then launch a balloon.
I'm disappointed. No, yes, we don't know what they are. So technically they are UF, the first three, Unidentified Flying Object. The government called them UAPs. They were just rebranding.
Oh, they were trying to rebrand because it seems silly.
Don't try to fool us.
Before you leave, the stunning images from the James Webb.
Yeah. So once again, you got these conversations. Y'all give a shout out to Marla. Marla sent $11. Thank you, Marla, for the contributions. I really appreciate it. So give a shout out in the chat to Marla, please. And we'll definitely do it. So, all right. So now I think we have now established that we can tone it down a bit if anybody had fear. Okay. We can tone it down a little bit if anybody had fear. Let's tone it down. And then we can move into someone said, is CNN fake news? No politics here, but no, they're not, because there are real people who was really talking and they was there. And there is no political affiliation happening in this UFO space, because you see in both sides. That Senator Kennedy was a Republican. They ain't playing. Everybody want the answers on either side of the fence, ladies and gentlemen, especially the people. And so, because now this is real conversations that they're having, and I think it's one of those things that we can look at. And I don't know. But back to what I'm saying is we can finally now get to a point where it's a conversation that people can have and not sit here and be afraid. I think we need to just kind of see what else is going to happen next. Pay attention to what is being not said, not what is being said, what is not said. And okay, we have Sonia in the news says they may want the answers, but they aren't going to get them. That's what I'm saying. It ain't going to happen. It's not going to happen. You're right. And y'all make sure y'all check out Sonia's YouTube channel. It's called Sonia in the News. If you late at night and you're up and you can't sleep, she does a lot of storytelling around 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. And she'll sit there and read to you and you'll get some good information. All right. So anyway, I got a question. Let's see. The question is, Rod, do you think there were only 4 UFOs? If you're talking about the incident and what we're hearing about, it was 3. One was a weather balloon, and then we had 3 UFOs. I do believe that there are so many out here on a daily basis. That's absolutely, we get many. And why they choose to only, broadcast the 4 that we've seen, or 3, so to speak, why did they go down this? This is where we need to, like I said, keep one eye open and pay close attention to what is happening, because there is a plan. There is a strategic plan to whatever was happening. And it is something that we need to be looking into. And I just think it's, and I know most people got the big question.
Where's the evidence?
And that's how people are looking to do it. And then I know there are some people out there who thinks a little bit like this.
If this was a conspiracy, they'd have to get all those people to lie.
Yes, they will definitely get everybody to lie and pretty much own it. So there's just so many things that we have to look at it. But make no mistake about it, when it comes down to the big secret keepers, they just have one simple product.
Hell no, we just make this stuff.
That's it. Just like you said, one more time.
Hell no, we just make this stuff.
There you go. We just make this stuff. That's it. We make it, some of this stuff, and we do it. Give a shout out to Sonia in the World News, giving a $5 contribution, and appreciate it, Sonia. Thank you very much. Carrera says here's $3.33 for support. So let's give a shout out to Carrera. And if I'm saying that right, Carrera or Cara. So we got Sonia and Carrera. So get them shout outs in the chat, please. And we definitely want to thank everybody who is contributing tonight and everything else. Let me see here. We got another question. EJ says, why do you think they didn't show us the last ones that they shot down? Well, number one, I think it was ours. It was just stuff that they, and the press is in it. So they all like, hey, don't show it. But then if you was here earlier with us, the senator said these words, which was funny because this is going to go exactly what the senator said to your question you just asked. Why didn't they show us? Well, listen to what he says right here.
They are lost. They can't find them. The remnants are in very difficult terrain, low temperatures, lots of inclement weather, and they're looking, but they haven't been able to find them, except for these spy balloons.
Okay, so that answers your questions why they didn't show us, because already he's saying that after the briefing to the senators, the big secret keepers are saying that they can't even find the stuff. So if they're lying to them and saying we done shot some down and now we can't find the remnants of it, and this is the report that they got, that they can't find it. So that answers your question of why we didn't see what was shot down. Okay, how about that? And you can ask the next question: did we really shoot something down? All right. So we need to look into it. We do. So that was a great question. So that may be part of the answers that we're looking for, because they can't find the stuff. So definitely they wasn't going to show what it was that they shot down, which would mean it was intact, right, before you shot it down, so we can at least see what it might have been. But now it's one of those things. Now, I can't think for the life of me why we would do that unless we were testing some type of technology and they needed to put it up in test. I don't get it, but that probably what it was. I don't know. Jeff says, in short, it's a cover-up. It all been a cover-up, Jeff. That's just how they work. That's just what they do. All right. That's why they keep the big secrets, right? So the cover-up started a long time ago. And of course, we know it's all based upon, tech. It's based upon tech. And but anyway, if you were here for the first time, definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the like button. Hit those alerts so that you get an alert anytime I upload, go live, or do any videos and everything else. And again, if you're here already, because sometimes people say they didn't get the notice because maybe your alerts are not set. And if it is, and this is one of the reasons why I want to let most people understand, because I get this sometime at the intro and all that. The countdown is recommended by YouTube because what it does is it gives people a time for YouTube to send out those alerts. If I started the show right there and you weren't there, everybody's going to miss any and all things in the beginning, because you don't get the alerts until a minute into it that I'm even on YouTube Live. So the countdown, and you'll see most other creators do that as well, gives an opportunity for people to get the alerts and then come into the live stream. Nick, who says, let's see, they are gauging our reaction. Nick is a former Navy intelligence officer. We're going to use the word intelligence. We could keep it connected to Navy, but because he was one, then he has some intelligence. And so let's give him a little stamp that he may be on to something here when he says they are gauging our reaction. I agree with that. All right. So Liz says she, appreciate the countdown. Okay. That's cool. Nicole, one of our senior researchers, says, I agree with this as well. And so we can kind of do that as well. Let me look down here once again. Every now and then I'm going to pull some stuff out of the thing here. Now, we're going to do some live in a minute through the phone. I think my battery's charged. Well, darn it. Did I bring my charger? Yeah, I did. Hang on 1 second. All right, so maybe the phone is low, but look like I may be able to plug it in. One moment. I'm just going to plug it in. I'll play a little song, give us something. It'll take me a second here.
Let me ask you a question. Why the big secret? Truth seekers, but really the true leaders. It's time to get the facts from the big secret keepers. UFOs passing by when I look up in the sky. We're out here asking why, but we don't get no reply. We want disclosure, we need the actual facts. They're covering all the tracks, but we're not backing down. It's our time, stay on the grind. Why the big secret's about to blow your mind?
All righty. So someone said, Rod, you never answered the question. If the government offer you $30 million, will you mislead the public? So you saw that short. I put out a YouTube short, or I think I might have said it in the thing is, if I was offered $30 million. And I saw a video today, Aaron, that said Stephen Greer was offered $5 billion or $2 billion or something. I just saw it. I don't know how truth it was. I just saw it on YouTube like a header or something. I was like, $2 billion? All right, so here's the deal. There's 200 in here, 200 people, okay? And we all own this thing. And I tell you right now, I get a phone call, and I was getting ready to share something with you. And they said, Roderick, we want to give you $20 million to mislead these 212 people in here. But before I accept it, I ask you guys, hey, they want to do this. So let's see. Let me see real quick. Let me get my calculator. No, I got some math with us in here. Divide 211 people by 20 million and see what each of us get if y'all are in on this thing with me. And we'll see if it's worth it for everybody. So somebody do the math. Lonnie, if you there listening, do the math. Divide 200, just do 200. 200 people into magnetic, because it's more than 10 grand, I'm sure, right? 200 people into, is it? That's it? I mean, somebody said about 100,000 each, maybe? All right. Look, he's talking about he gonna mislead y'all. Listen, I'm talking. I ain't answered that question, and I ain't say I was gonna take it or not. He's gonna mislead y'all. I'm saying, all right, let's just. I just want to know if everybody was in on it. Would we agree? So Lonnie said it's 94,786. All right, 100 grand. So we would have to make our circle a little smaller. You know, where 20 people get 20 million. So if I was offered $20 million, and it will depend on the secret itself, right? So say if it was to something that's going to save humanity, nah. I got children. I got, hopefully, my offsprings have some offsprings or something like that. 20 million to say, Roderick, yeah. And they threatened me, and they got my fish out of my fish tank, and they like, we're gonna kill your goldfish if you do not take this $20 million, or my goldfish is gonna get pushed out the tank, and he's gonna have a horrible ending because he's breathing and trying to breathe, trying to survive. He can't catch a breath because it's hard on him because he's out of the tank. Which is probably how some of us feel now, not having the resources to do what we want to do. So the answer is, now if I get another, $22 in support tonight, I won't need 20 million. Okay, that was a shameless plug. No, y'all ignore that one. That was a money grab. That series was a money grab. That's not my style. Ignore that one. But that is a wonderful question. And I'm going to answer it before the show is over tonight. I'm going to give you my honest opinion. Okay. I already lost a couple of close friends when I mentioned that I would take $5 billion to keep a secret. $5 billion. And they was like, are you nuts? You know, $5 billion? Are you nuts? And I was like, no, I mean, it's $5 billion. $5 billion with a B to say, you know, so maybe I wouldn't take it. Lonnie says, somebody said, take it, Rod. Take it, Rod. We need your content. I heard that. Lonnie said, good night. You good night? You going to bed? What are you talking about? Who you saying good night to? Diana says good night. Good night, Nicole. Oh, Nicole is leaving. Y'all all saying good night to Nicole. I thought y'all was leaving a show. I'm like, Lonnie, you going to kick me to the curb? Talking about good night? Diana's our you know, our godmother of the channel. You're going to be talking about good night? And then finally, Native V said good night, Nicole. So, all right, that helped out. Because I was like, oh, man, y'all leaving me? Okay. Because I'm talking about I wouldn't take 20 million or I would take 20 million. All right. Anyway, somebody said $30 million in EBT food stamps. Would I take it? Shit, man, on the street, 30 million would be 15 million on the street cash. Yeah. You know, because you can sell them half, $50. And what food prices today, you'll make some cash money. But they already offered me 20, so I don't need to take 30 in EBT, you know. But you can't cash that in, though. Yeah, you could. All right, so let's get back into the conversation. All right, y'all are here to get some information. Let's get back in it, and we will answer the question. All right, forget about me. Would any of y'all take $20 million to keep a secret from everybody? You know, forget me. What would y'all? Tell me what y'all would do while we talking. Somebody put it in the chat. Let's be honest. Would you take the $20 million, American dollars, money that can buy all the things that you want? You know, and pretty much, yeah. So, yeah, you can do that. All right. So, anyway, there are people getting paid off. There are people that are getting paid off keeping a big secret from you. Make no mistake about it. And that's been done since the end of time. Okay. Yeah. And so I'm just saying you could easily assume that there are people out there that are getting chunked out, you know, and that's it. But you got people that's keeping secrets for free. You got people who have experiences, know stuff, ain't saying nothing for free. You get what I'm saying? And they're just, and they ain't gonna tell us, and they want to tell us or not. But there's just people. So it's how somebody feels about it. Now, when it comes down to, now I'll be straight honest with you. If someone said, if an ET came in here and said, Roderick, here is the recipe for free energy, to take the world out of free energy, I would probably be ecstatic. Like, God damn, free energy. You ain't gonna make no money off free energy, because I can't say, okay, I'm gonna be a billionaire. I got the secret of free energy. It's free. Who's gonna do it? But since I know the possible, I'm using the word possible outcome, if there was some people that gave us free energy, think about this. If he came in his door, this was one of my doors, and said, Rod, I want to give you some free energy. Okay, Kara said, Rod, how do I share my story with you? Just for clarification, when does the project start? Project Black is already an initiative. Now, from all the contributions and people you can't see, and maybe one day, because it is dark, the studio has been moved around. Y'all can't see it because y'all see the same background. But all the way over there, we got our in-house background screens, lights, which these can flip around, the camera flip around, but the audio stuff, I mean, people came in from helping, you know, we got Native V, you know, just helped out buying some of the major things that we needed. Girl from the Bay, Jennifer, there was so many people. I mean, and the list just goes on. we are set up to start the content production for Project Black. We are set up to do that. If you want to share your story, you can go to shareyourbigSecret.com. Lonnie, if you can put that in the chat, there's a link. Excuse me, I'm burping because I'm drinking water. Okay. ShareYourBigSecret.com. There you will be able to add your name, telephone number, information. We made it as simple as possible. And then when you submit it, I will get the information, the show producer, and we will call and start setting that up. And we're going to do it on screen here as well. So we are ready to start receiving information from anyone in the minority and indigenous community when it comes down to Project Black. But it don't matter who you are, what color. If you got a story, we're going to do it. But we are going to label some of them in our project. In fact, I'm glad you brought that up because we got everything ready. So there you go right there, shareyourbigSecret.com. There's a quick link. Click on it, put in your number and everything else. Matt says, no, I got integrity. I'm thinking he's saying that he's not going to take the money. Okay. But what I was thinking was, if somebody came in here and the ET, and like I said before, Roderick, here is free energy take Earth off of energy. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is be excited. I'm going to jump up and down and be like, oh, it's free energy. Of course, it's free. I'm not going to be rich, but it's free. And I'm going to be the one noted for saving the freaking planet. Roderick Martin goes down in history because he gave the world free energy. My kids are going to be loved from generations to generations. Women are going to want to have my baby, maybe. That's a joke. That is a joke. This is Friday. We can laugh. Maybe not. But do you know the consequences of that action when you think that you're doing the right thing that would happen if you put free energy onto the world? It is not going to be pretty. And so I wouldn't do it. And let me give you an example to why I wouldn't do it. One of the reasons is the whole world, global economy is based upon oil production. You know, the black gold is what they want to call it. It's this oil production is out there. And you got to believe within 30 days, the world is going to go into a whole calamity. The stock market is going to crash. Money markets is going to crash. 30 to 45, 60 days period. Because again, the number one commodity, even what's happening with all these countries now, Ukraine and all of this, we're still buying oil from that place over there with the R. Okay, they're still selling oil as well as fighting this thing over here. Because you can't stop oil production. The whole planet gets crazy, okay? Then you got millions of people who works in the oil field is going to be out of work. So now you're going to have a cycle of unemployment and commodity and money, talking millions of people in the community. You're going to have 747 jets that's worth billions of dollars because now they do not fly off the need of fuel. It's going to be worth a paperweight. $1 billion plane. Nobody wants to buy it, but they're not going to buy oil and then they got free energy. So now we're crashing the economy. You got wars. You got people going to be in the streets, famine, everything because of free energy. And you telling me that we do want free energy? All right. Dolly Baptist sent $5. Thank you. Thank you for the contribution. So you'll get what I'm saying. So I will probably have to say, you know, and that's no different than in the extraterrestrial went into the boardroom of Exxon. And he ain't going to come out of there and talking about free energy. Let me look back and see what we got. Liz said, bruh. What are you talking about, Liz? I'm going to have to text you on that one. She said, bruh. Is it because I was talking about babies or something? I don't know. I'm just saying. I'll be known for saving the world for free energy until about 6 months. Everybody will hate me. I'll be like, everybody hate Chris. Everybody hate Roderick because he done shared free energy with the world. Yeah. So I'm just saying, I just want y'all to think about all of that because we want that. We want the alien tech, and we probably already have. I've seen some stuff that either Tesla or somebody was working on that they were able to power lights or something, not solar power, but it was done some other way that it was like free energy, right? So I think we have that secret is out there. I don't know. But free energy, military would turn into a mob. Kurt, 100%. Y'all hear him? 100%. I'm with you. The military would turn into a mob. We will have, I mean, yes, they will turn on our own people. It will be crazy if free energy hit the marketplace. I'm telling you, we think we want the extraterrestrial. Now, I'm not, and it could be, and I'm not saying this because that's not where I'm going. Even if they sit, like put up some medical, miracle or something, but we're going to put that to the side. Yeah, I know. He was talking about, what it'd be like if a lady, I Am Legend, that cured cancer. I see all of that stuff. Now, I will hope that, I think we can survive with the cure for cancer, right? And we will want it to, because it's really, really, and so the big pharma have to find something else, right? Or other diseases can be cured. And then, of course, that extends, longevity of life, and now food sources, all that stuff changes. But I'm saying if you think about free energy, that affects everybody, everything around the freaking planet. And I don't know. So, all right, what would you do? What would any of you do if you were told by an extraterrestrial and they gave you the keys to free energy, knowing what the possibilities are? And would you spread it out to America's or the world? I'm sorry, because it's a humanity thing. It's not just, America. Girl from the Bay said they will charge you for something else. Yeah, I know, but this is big. Free energy will cause a whole collapse. Yeah, recessions. You talking everything. It will cause a lot of problems when it comes down. And not that we don't have some energies free now, but I'm just saying we're talking about where automobiles, gasoline products, boats, ships, planes, all of that stuff. All right. So James says, I will keep it for myself. All right. Good guy. Good answer. I'm serious. That's a good answer. I'm not, okay. I wouldn't hate you for it. I wouldn't. I mean, if you told me, and you know how it works, everybody got the hookup. So, you only going to tell your boy Rod, because I'm your boy and you're just going to let me know. But then I don't think you my boy, so I'm going to tell my boy, who I think is my boy, who really ain't my boy either, and he going to tell his boy, because everybody think your friends is your friend, but he's not. They're friends with somebody else, but they're your bestie, but you're not their bestie, and now that's how all this stuff spread anyway. So ain't nobody keeping no secrets. Stuff is crazy. All right, so one of the things, let me read here for a minute. Kara says, I'll do it because my only mission is to bring on the golden era consciousness. I don't know. I'm telling you, Kara, girl, you're going to bring the I don't know what they be talking about, the biblical plague or something. It's going to be bad if we put some free energy out there. Lonnie says, I got to be up at 4 a.m., so I'm going to lay it down. Y'all have a good night. We could sing you a lullaby, my producer friend, business strategy. You can lay the phone right down between the pillow of you and Q, and I can talk y'all to sleep. Well, unless y'all going to be busy or something, but either way, alien talk will put you to sleep. It really will. It really would. So y'all say good night to the producer of the show. That is Lonnie. And she's got to get up early at 4 a.m. in the morning. She's the hardest working person behind the scenes here with Why the Big Secret. And so when it's time to lay it down, she deservedly get to go lay it down. All right. So let's come back. Let's see what we're seeing here. Paula says, hello, Roderick. Let me see. She says she's watching from the Philippines. Paul says he's watching. Paul, I've been trying to set up a working crew in the Philippines to do some marketing and some things. Maybe you could point me in the right direction. You're over in the Philippines, you can. I know a lot of people set up resources and, not call centers, but stuff to do like marketing, internet, different stuff behind the scenes. So I don't know if or connected in such a way, but if you are, contact@whythebigsecret.com. We can do that. We're going to need a new website. And I'm not just talking about a template, but it can start there, I guess. So if you have the ability to do that, and we don't have a lot of resources, but we'll try to figure something out. If you got a business, we'll promote you like crazy. So we need a new website built, and for Project Black, and I'm going to change the one up for Why the Big Secret itself. So if you are in the tech world, and like I say, no, this is not that. Much as we want to have the budget to say that, hey, I can, do this for you, we can do it. Right tonight, let me see. All right. Somebody's saying there is a UFO near Dallas right now. They just sent me a text. So let him know. All right. So anyway, if any of you can reach me at contact@whythebigsecret.com. That's the email address, contact@whythebigsecret.com. Man, I called Billy Carson to do what? To build a website? He ain't gonna got time for that. He gonna be like, he gonna build one. But no, he don't have time to build a website. I mean, that's not what he does and everything else. So, someone said, Roderick, I saw your episode on Guy. You had me rolling. It was awesome. Which one did you see? Because I haven't watched them yet. I was supposed to do it the other day. If you're talking about Regina Meredith, I need to check it out. I haven't. Tomorrow I'm free to do some stuff. But anyway, so once again, it is Friday. I don't know what your week was like, but it should have been a lot of water cooler conversations when it come down to extraterrestrials, aliens, UFOs, all of the stuff that's been going on out there, because it is being something that, really cool for us to be talking about. And I think Regina Meredith, okay, yeah, that should have just got released about a week ago. And so I'm going to definitely check that out. If you are watching this right now and you're not a subscriber, and if you do find value or entertainment or whatever we're doing here at Why the Big Secret, we're a few hundred away from 11,000. So I want to go ahead and reach it. So please share, subscribe to the channel right now. If you can do that, that'll be cool. And then we can do that for sure. All right. So here's the deal. I drink a lot of water, lots of water. I need to, take a quick restroom break. I'm going to put the banner up that I'll be right back. I'll play some music for you, and then I'll be right back. Hopefully you stay here with us. I'll be back within a couple of minutes, and hang around. Let's do what we do here. So.
We all know why we're here. So let me ask you a question then. Why the big secret? Truth seekers were really the true leaders. Keep it grooving, the movement like two-seaters. Turn it up, we knocking through both speakers. It's time we get the truth from the big secret keepers. Hey, truth seekers were really the true leaders. Keep it grooving, the movement like two-seaters. Turn it up, we knocking through both speakers. It's time we get the truth from the big secret keepers. Hey, break it down. Now can you peep it? They're deceiving all the people. Let me ask you, what's the secret? Misinformation and lies, a devious disguise. They want the EMF blast until our brains is fried. Oh, point their beams in the sky. Oh, it's a movie now. This world is all CGI. Their plot is truly foul. But we're here to rise up and bring the real. Time is now, truth seekers. Y'all know how I feel. Truth seekers, we're really the true leaders. Keep it grooving, the movement like two-seaters. Turn it up, we're knocking through both speakers. It's time we get the truth from the big secret keepers. Hey, truth seekers, we're really the true leaders.
All right, so that was easy peasy. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. But anyway, all right. Somebody said, I mean, I got spring water. It's what I'm drinking. But I do put a little flavor thing in it every now and then. And I'm killing a bunch of these per day. So that's one of the deals. Sugar water makes ethanol. Okay. All right. So let's do it. Everybody's talking about drinking water. Also, Paula, if you're here, Paula that's in Canada, Paula sent some support to the show. Sent me a few gift cards, and I received them a couple of days ago. So I want to thank you if you're here tonight and appreciate you giving support to the show. That was just a wonderful thing. She sent 3 gift cards, and I activated them and got a couple of things some more stuff that I want to add it on to our production, and pretty much from there. So sometimes it's easy to build a website, that's fine. And it may be, yeah, you can use some templates and all. I want a professional looking website that somebody build, have some functionality that we want, the look and feel that we want, hook it up to an autoresponder and all that kind of stuff that we want. And I know you can do all that stuff from constant contact and just put in the codes, but I really got a look that I would like to have. So if someone, once again, have those skill sets. But like I say, it's not a payday. You see, I'm taking contributions. So, you be coming here and talking about, man, I'm going to, do all that. Then we'll try to do something for you. But okay. So those of you who have a business, is it Paula? Yeah. Yeah. So if you got a business and you want to be part of the Forbidden Knowledge Annual Awards, you want to sponsor that, reach out to me, and I'll give you a PDF of all the different packages, and that is contact@whythebigsecret.com. I'm going to play this other message again for the awards, give you an opportunity so you know what's going on with the Forbidden Knowledge Awards, our annual Conscious Awards, which is very cool. And so let me play it right now.
Hey everybody, it's Billy Carson, also known as Forbidden Knowledge. I want to talk to you about a very special event coming up July 30th, 2023, the Forbidden Conscious Awards, the first annual event of its type. We're going to honor people who have been contributing to the conscious community for decades. People that you know and love that have helped you get to higher levels of thought and consciousness and awareness. And guess what? It's time to give them their flowers while they're still alive. It's going to be a live in-person event, but seats are going to sell out very fast. You want to make sure you're there in person for this amazing level event. It's going to be above the Oscars, above the Grammys. And guess what? You can help vote for the winners. Voting is available on forbiddenknowledge.com. And the categories are going to be social media influencer, podcast/radio host, TV host, actor, director, producer, entrepreneurs, health and wellness, philanthropists, authors, field researchers, archaeologists, space anomaly hunters, and of course, a Lifetime Achievement Award. And you want to be there in person because I'm going to be speaking. That's right, I'll be your keynote speaker that night at the Forbidden Conscious Awards. If you want to come to a mini conference, this is the place to be because I'm going to give you the knowledge that night as well as performances. We have celebrity guests performing. We'll have a halftime show where we're actually going to perform music for you. And don't forget about the pre-event mixer, where if you buy a box seat, you'll be in the VIP section and you also have private access to a VIP mixer with celebrity guests, shake hands, break bread, network, and then walk the red carpet with us and take amazing photos. It's going to be a night to remember. You don't want to forget this. And you help vote by going to forbiddenknowledge.com, go to the Conscious Awards link. You can text in a vote for who you want for any category, as well as if you're out of the country, you can use the web form ballot to still vote for anyone you think is worthy of being honored that night. Make sure you hurry up and get your tickets because they're selling out very fast. I want to see you there. Forbidden Conscious Awards 2023.
All right, so there is a link in the video description. So if you're on your mobiles and devices, all that, you can click that link when you get an opportunity. Enter my name. Please vote for me in the podcast section. That's what I think I will fit the most. And so the nomination will be there. Nominate me, then vote, or nominate me by voting by nominating me, if you don't mind. And we're gonna, and like I said, you're gonna hear this over and over and over. So until we promote it. But if you're gonna be there, you're part of the Why the Big Secret community. We're going to, like Liz said, if we can figure out there was a lot of people that's gonna be going, then we're gonna try to get a section for our crew, right? And represent. Since it's formal, so we can't say, okay, everybody wear a Why the Big Secret t-shirt, which I thought that would be doing. And I was like, oh, okay, we can do that. So that's not going to be it. So I'm going to be going. Don't have a +1 to be doing it right now. Man, I went to the last red carpet event by myself too. But I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. And so, hopefully by that time, we'll figure something out. All right, so Aaron said he's going to vote for me. Thank you. Please start that. And I know some of you say you're going to do it, and please, this means a lot. Outside of your support too, all of it means a lot. So definitely send that in, and we can kind of do that as well. So Project Black, is initiative, and again, if you have a story you want to get with, being part of the videos, bring one of your kids. Yeah. I could bring one of my daughters probably, my youngest one would love to roll. The oldest one probably, thank you, Betty. She said she voted already. Appreciate it. One of them, we would do that. All right. So here's the deal. If you got something you want to say, not a long conversation, but something you might want to say, and you want to be called into the show, I'll call you in, and or I'll give out a number. You text. I don't know. It may not be that important. You may not want to, but you want to hang out with Rod here for a second or two. If you cash app or support, let's, I don't know. Let's make it real. Let's make it $20. And maybe nobody needs to do it, but if you do, put your number in the comment, whatever, and then I can see it and connect the dots and all that. And I only put it up there so that if somebody really want to talk, they can talk. But we don't have to, because I'll continue to do what I'm doing. But I am just ways of, and then give a shout out to Maestro. He have hung tight tonight as the sponsor of the show at $100. No one has topped him. No one has removed him from his kingship of being the top person. From Billy Carson lives 20 minutes from me. Oh, shit. If you live 20 minutes, which way? Because one way from Billy Carson, 20 minutes, is still a rich neighborhood, man. And then the other way is going the other way. So, but anyway, that's cool. Anywhere in that area, you guys are good, because that's a nice area. Cool. All right. So, he lives in Boca Raton now, so he moved. If you stay near Boca Raton, that's where he lives now. $100 super sponsor club is what Magneticus says. Man, we could do that. We can start that and have it at that insider or whatever. We are going to have Area 51, which is going to be inside the Truth Seekers app. We already got a couple of subscriptions, but now I've just finished the outline of the content that's going to be going in there. It's going to be our private area we're going to be laying out some deep stuff in there, and pretty much. And so if you want to be part of that, you can go to thetruthseekers.com. And then if you're on an Apple device right now, it hasn't been approved to use Apple to purchase it. So you have to do it from the online section. You know, you go through it, internet on your phone, then you can go into there. But you truthseekerscommunity.com. So we'll be doing a private area there. We're also, what do y'all think? I'm working on a UFO training that I'm going to do, kind of a little small webinar or something. Matt, what she said, Matt, you the one that dropped your business in here. Matt, what type of business do you have? Did he already say that, Girl from the Bay? Because I didn't see it. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, y'all talking about because of where he lives. Oh, Palm Beach. All right. So anyway, yeah, I'm putting together, we're working on a UFO training where you can learn how to identify just some of the stuff that being taught from the upper level of things, but yet training. And I'm going to do probably a little small workshop on it and give you some stuff from there. He paid $5,000 for the Conscious Award. So you're already going. You already got your spot, Matt? Yeah. I just said what I paid for the tickets, the ticks. I don't know what he mean by that. The tickets? Oh, okay. For the Conscious Award? Okay. Well, that's cool. VIP. All right. I wish you had told me, I get, brownie points if you were referred by Roderick Martin, man. Shoes. Yeah. But that's cool. I mean, you did the right thing. That's either way. Shoot. Get there, baby. All right. So, well, good for you, Matt. And pretty much. So I don't know what kind of business he has or whatever, but anyway, we're looking at all kind of aspects, but you can always send me an email, contact@whythebigsecret.com. We love networking. That's what we do. So, once again, we are doing a training. So if you might be interested in learning more about how to identify from an investigative standpoint, let me know it here. We'll probably get 20 or 30 people behind the scenes because we're going to be building our own community of watchers and everything else. But it will be like a little small paid event for sure. But if you want to know about that, I'll add you to a list. Once again, you can email. And I know I've been saying this all the time. We can do that as well. All right. Oh, Lord. I mean, I would love to be Roderick's guest. Who? Oh, Girl from the Bay? Yes, you could be my guest. However, let me use that. However, I'm a full-grown man. I am a man, or a full-grown man. And I don't even think I got a couch in my room. I have like a huge bed. That's it. It's a bed. And I snore. So just warn you from there. All right. Anyway, y'all funny. All right. So, that's it. I didn't mean nothing else except for, Aaron says, Rod, I found you a date. Does she have to be a sister? Hell no. She can be an alien, a freaking alien. Roderick, text me. It's Michael Dooley. I don't have your number, but I want to tap in. Okay, so do I have your number? Do I? Michael Dudley, do I have your number? Yeah. All right. So you could, yeah. So do I have your number, Mike? If not, you can, we have our own team number, which is 937 something our team. That's what it is. 937 our team is a telephone number that'll come to Why the Big Secret, or email me at contact@whythebigsecret.com, and then I will put your number in there, and then I'll do that. Someone said, "Can she be a blow up dog?" Dude, come on, man. No, I mean, do you play with those for real? Do you have a few in your arsenal, some blow up dogs, brother? Do you? No, don't do that, man. No. Let's see He said, does she have to be a sister? No. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think there's some most gorgeous people in the world. It's my sisters. I really do that. But I'm also an open spirit heart. And if it was a, babe from the Philippines or the Bahamas, like Rihanna, and I'm just kidding. Rihanna's not. I'm saying, whatever. It doesn't matter. Love is love. If I found true love, then I don't really care, anything. But definitely, I just can't go. Okay, so we got our support right there once again. And like I said, Mike, is that Mike or Michelle? That's Mike. Okay, yeah, whatever. All right, so is that Michelle or Mike? Am I wrong there? All right, and she probably like, yeah, now I see it now. Anyway, text me, Roderick, text contact@whythebigsecret.com. And not text, but email, and then I will see it. See, I'm checking my emails now. I'll be telling people that, and y'all just don't be, it's like y'all, I don't know. And I'm getting a little surprised when people be reaching out and be like, and then they will email me with no numbers and be like, contact me. I'm like, dude, I'm right here. I'm not going to hide. All right. So, yeah, there we go. Yeah, 937-R-TEAM. That you can leave a message there. That goes into the Why the Big Secret Google Voice. It comes over here. Thank you, Magneticus, man. You know what? You cool, man. Because Lonnie is gone, and so she would have put that up. So let me, right there. 937-R-TEAM is a telephone number for Why the Big Secret. You can leave a message there. It will be forwarded to the cell phone as well, and pretty much. So we can definitely do that. But all right, tell me about this girl. Tell me who said that. Let me bag up for a minute. Aaron, tell me about her. How old is she? Then, and I'm going to get into something after that though. But I do want you to share some details with all of us to hook up with me for me, and let's see what you're talking about. Do y'all want Aaron to share the details? Right here, he says, Roderick, I found you a date. Does she have to be a sister? Give us some details. Right now, please give us some details. Man, well, I know we changed from the UFO topics to now we're talking about date and hook up for Rod. Why are you hating on Wolfman? Who's doing that, Liz? He's always butchering names. He talking about me? Wolfman talking about me? Okay, I'm always butchering names. I'm not the, sharpest nail in a whatever. All right, what do I call you? Wolf dog, wolf cat? No, but are you hating on me? Are you coming at me? Because I feel this energy of like, man, he talking about me or something, And I don't know if I should defend myself or should I just like, and then he might even be talking to me anyway. So he may not be talking about me. Maybe not. So anyway, Aaron, where you at? I want to see them. What are you talking about? She's 7 feet tall, green, highly intelligent. I ain't damn Captain Kirk who would do anything from Star Trek. See, this is, and I was being open. I was sharing a open moment in a realist form that I could have shared. And you come back and you want to hook me up with a giant. 7 feet tall, green, highly intelligent. Now, I'm not saying she may not love me, and she just might love me from a tall point of view. And I could be just like, missing the love of my life. All right, hook me up, man. Hook me up. Hook me up. I'll just, because we ain't all the same height when we're laterally, but standing vertically, it's a different story. Some of y'all get that later. All right. So I'm rolling, and I'm not even high. What you say? I'm rolling what? What you rolling, girl? All right. So that's it. I mean, I was just being honest, and good night, family, sleep dreams, and everything else. We could do that. Daniel says we do talk about in the beginning half of the show. We do, but we like the weird stuff happens near the second half ending sometime. Appreciate it, Summer. All right, Daniel. So, okay, Summer was giving. Rod is a 7 feet tall female alien blow-up doll. Dude, I'm starting to wonder about you, man. We cool. But I'm wondering. I am really wondering, Surreal. You know, I'm really wondering. Because that is not even on the menu of thought. But you don't brought up you got a blow-up doll? A few? A hair and a blow-up doll? Shoot. All right. Are you using your missile to blow up those balloons like the government doing? Are you shooting missiles at your blow-up dolls? Missile balloon? I think we want to know that. We want to know. You let me know if you shooting missiles at your blow-up dolls. Oh, man. Your balloons, I'm sorry. So, I don't know, man. So, anyway, that's, Kirk would have did the green. Kirk do. If any of you folks are old enough and young enough to watch Star Trek back in the day, Captain Kirk would kiss and hit anything. Lizard women, it didn't matter. They can have green from planet Xeon. That dude was a galactic pimp. I'm telling you. He was teaching, when I was a young kid, I'm like, this dude is all over the galaxy getting some draws. I'm telling you, that dude was one thing. Blake, we're going to see you this weekend, right? So Blake and I is going to hook up over here to do an interview. And so I think we're going to do it Sunday. So I'll give you a call tomorrow, Blake, and he's going to be coming in pretty much. So Blake got his story to tell. He's going to actually come into the studio and be the first person to sit down to do the interview that we're going to be doing. So Blake, appreciate you and can't wait to see you not tomorrow, but Sunday. You'll come up Sunday. We're going to go ahead and do it Sunday. All right. So at this point, we're going to probably get ready to get out of here with a couple of hours. Now don't get me wrong. I'm good. I can stay here and chat with you and, it's no rush, but I know some of y'all has been here a long time. And so I don't want to keep you, up too late, from there. And pretty much. So, we can definitely do that, but yeah. Anything else? And I've learned this, and I want to say this to my haters, because I'll get bad comments here and there. And if you can hate me, and you don't even know me, but you can hate me, then I rest assured, I want you to know that I can love you because I do without even knowing you. Fair enough? Okay? And hopefully we can get past anything else. All right, so just leave us then. All 100. I know, right? That's what I'm talking about. Get on. You're kidding, yeah. And so Magneticus, what's going on in the future? What else we got to be doing before we get out of here, my brother? You have Aaron said we got your back. Cool. Appreciate it. Is there anything else we can chat on? Y'all want to chat about tonight before we get ready to get out? You don't love the haters. Why not? Can't give them nothing but love. Love can turn them. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's some guys met in your past. You didn't like them, you didn't hate them, and then all of a sudden they rubbed on you, and then y'all can fall in love or something. I'm just saying, that's in more physical form. I'm talking this craziness stuff. Anybody want to support the channel before we get out? Right there. Cash App is there, or Super Chat if you find any values in what we're saying. Because like I said, we'll be shutting it down here in just a second, I guess. It is approximately 10:35 here in Dallas. And so it might be an opportunity for me to go, and we have a local gym here that's open 24 hours. And sometimes I like to go and hit the hot tub and chill and just kind of, that's where I do my meditation, then in the steam room. And have a couple of guys that come in and we talk about UFO stuff, and they be tripping hard. All right. So, all right then. So let's kind of look at and see what we got here. And pretty much. All right. Yeah, somebody just sent me some email stuff. I mean, I love this community. If you have an opportunity to go to truthseekerscommunity.com, where they're having conversations behind the scenes there, you can kind of be doing that as well. And that'll definitely get you all hooked up. And we can pretty much, do that, go to the community there as well. Last questions. How did the shoot down Octagon stream balloon with strings. Well, I mean, they kind of reported that, and I think somebody just threw that in there a little bit, Aaron, just to kind of get us in the mind. You know, when you think about something they see with strings, you automatically mentally think about balloons, right? And that's a freaking setup, you know, period. And all this stuff. It's just kind of crazy when they do what they do. I don't know. So, and it was Friday tonight, and I want to thank each and every one of you for coming and being here. And like I said, you could have put your time anywhere else tonight, but you chose to be right here, right now. I want to give a much love shout out to our tonight's sponsor of the show, Maestro, at $100. He remained king throughout the entire show, but it began with Native V with $20. So we'll start there and tell her thank you. Dolly gave us a contribution tonight. Kiara gave us, Sonia, Marla, Michelle, Jonathan, Cammie, Danielle, Andrew, Summer, Quintus. All those people gave some type of contribution tonight. And for you, it's keep me, you know, I just don't know how to say it without just saying thank you. Seriously, very much. I really thank you. For those who don't know it, there is no job out there you can get doing what we do. And it takes a lot of time, effort, investment, resources. Until someday this is, you know, 1 million subscribers, and now YouTube is paying royally with ads and all that. But in the meantime, it is a hell of a flight up to get the plane off the ground. You better believe it. And it's not just subscribers, but it's views. If people on your channel are sharing, commenting, engaging, all that helps the algorithm. So either way, I love you. I love everyone, and I like doing what we're doing. And let us get bigger and bigger, and we'll be here. All right, Aaron, great show from Palm Beach. Says $2, and so yeah, we appreciate that. And you know, as we do what we do. So in the meantime, let me just close out with saying that if you, again, want to vote for me, please do the voting. Make sure you vote on Forbidden Knowledge, right? You know, the link is in the video description. So make sure you do those voting, and so we can do that from there. So with a happy ending, we're going to get ready to go. I'll tone it out. And I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it tonight, as always. And that was a long goodbye, but it's hard to leave you because I just want to be around y'all all the time. It's hard to leave. But I got to go. I got to go and study, do some things, whatever it is. Sonia says she just voted. Man, thank you. And like I said, the description is in the link to the voting where you can vote. You just go in and put the name podcast. Remember, under the podcast, whatever. And so y'all vote for there, and we can do that. And with that being said, man, I love it. I love it. So good night. Enjoy yourself. And we're getting ready to get out, man. We're going to get out. And that's how we roll. Yep, let me give it an intro. Nightly.